grasped before this news that broke this morning, and if you missed it, Devin White not making the trip to Brazil, and now it's being reported by Jeff McClain that Nakobe Dean beat him out anyway, apparently, and then Albert Breer that they were thinking about trading him. Mike, listen to this. Devin White in his career has played 4,866 snaps at off-ball linebacker. The Philadelphia Eagles' current linebacker group outside of Devin White, Zach Baun has played 212. Ben Van Surman has played 50. Nakobe Dean has played a little over 200. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. has played 0. That's the linebacking core. And then Oren Burks, who they cut and then brought back, has played 963, but clearly they didn't believe in him if they cut him.
So it's a clear answer. He's not Fangio's type of cat. Fangio has made judgments on people like his whole career as a defensive coordinator.
If we were worried about the linebacker position before, a lot of people thought, okay, well, at least Devin White is locked in as the starter, and now Devin White may not even be the starter.
Sometimes you learn about people. This is a Fangio thing.
Yeah, which then, I've been hard on Howie Roseman. I did not like the fact that in the offseason that the only linebacker that they signed was Devin White. And now he didn't even crack the starting lineup.
That goes right to the general manager's office, doesn't it? Since you wanted to go to Dabrowski, knock him on Dabrowski's door for the last 2 weeks.
Well, I said it yesterday.
Knock on Howie's door, but the linebacker?
I said it yesterday when we were talking about Nick Sirianni, that if the defense isn't good enough this year, once again, it should be on Howie Roseman for not giving him enough personnel.
What's more important, a starting linebacker or a fifth starter?
Starting linebacker.
Let's go to Mitch in Phoenix. Mitch, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Mitch.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Mitch. How you doing?
114 tomorrow, 111 today. You tell me how you would.
Well, I think you ought to move. Yeah, you're starting to complain about the weather a little too much there. You went out there.
No. You're absolutely correct, sir.
Well, you moved to Vancouver or something. Yeah, I'll get to the great Northwest.
Vancouver's got a big homeless and drug problem.
I've got to go to Oregon.
Who?
Oregon.
Go to Oregon.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's talk some sports.
Yes, go ahead.
Does optimism win football games? The answer is absolutely no.
Yeah, so what's your point?
It doesn't win?
My point is,
Optimism of the fan base? Of course it doesn't win football games.
Yeah.
They're not calling plays.
Correct. So
Okay.
we don't care who's optimistic and who's not.
But we care because if the fan base doesn't believe in this team, that's interesting. They presented the fan base with a team that is not that optimistic. The fan base about that to me is very telling.
Right. You still have your list in front of you?
Yeah.
Where do the Cardinals come in at?
The Cardinals. I think they're down on the list.
Well, yeah,
They're not. Yeah, they're 20. They're not in the top 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This guy Devin White that they picked up to be their middle linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the severity of his ankle is. Supposedly Nova was going to get hurt on the Eagles because they didn't start any of the starters. I don't know about his injury. I don't know about him. I don't know too much about him.
Yeah, well, he was a Pro Bowl guy, and he had a bad year last year. And was removed as a starter.
He needs to be on the plane with the rest of the guys.
All right, Mitch.
If he's hurt, you don't make the trip. I mean, they don't. That's not just specific to Devin White. They usually don't let the injured players make the trip.
Correct.
So I don't know what Mitch is talking about.
He's injured, but the other report is more telling to me.
It's strange. In the preseason, Devin White played 28 snaps. Nakobe Dean played over 50.
Yeah.
We never heard once about this, Mike. And now all of a sudden it's, Nakobe Dean was beating out Devin White.
Yeah.
I thought it was White or Baun. Or, excuse me, Dean or Baun, not Dean or White.
All right, let's go to Ish in Levittown. Troll or good question?
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Hello, Ish.
Hey, I just want to talk about the Devin White injury.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather them go young anyway with Jeremiah Trotter Jr. and Nakobe Dean. Devin White had a down year last year anyway. And, they just have to go young. And at this point, before the season started, it was Zach Bond that was supposed to be the leading candidate for linebacker.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. When they go down to Sao Paulo and go and play in Brazil, so I don't fear them having any issues. We always had linebacker issues for years, so it ain't nothing new.
Well, they don't value the position, but you can't be thin at it either. And it seems like if Devin White's on the outs, they're very thin there.
Yeah, I think Nakobe Dean's going to step up anyway. So,
Okay, but somebody gets hurt, then what?
you go sign somebody off the street.
Well, that's the problem. They sign a lot of linebackers off the street.
Why don't they value that position? You think?
I don't know. I just think that the way they play defense anymore. I always look at it like, man, a linebacker has to cover, and they never seem to. Why, Bill? Why don't they care about that?
It's just it's a franchise's mentality. They like to build along the offensive and defensive lines, and for whatever reason, he neglects the linebacker position. It's frustrating. We've been banging our head against the wall for years about this.
Yeah.
Can I get them Weezer tickets?
You have to answer a question correctly, then you have to qualify at the end. You know the rules.
Oh yeah, my bad.
That's all right, but I'm going to start off with an NFL football question for you. How's that grab you?
Okay.
Is that all right?
Quick. You said that your favorite band was what's your favorite band?
I didn't say what's my favorite band.
Oh, okay. My bad. I didn't know that.
I said I didn't like Weezer because they're a joke band.
I don't think that. I think Weezer's actually good. I think they're probably like
What's what the homies dissing my girl?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Every
words.
song is a joke.
No. Them and Mom's jeans.
Beverly Hills. That's where I want to be. Everything's a joke, man.
No, I
All right. Well, you like them. That's good. Here you go, Ish. Let's see if you can answer this question.
okay.
The first white running back to lead the league in rushing since 1962 was who?
Played on the Redskins. John Riggle?
John Riggins?
Regans?
Incorrect.
Oh, that was a good guess, though, by Ish.
Ish went back in time further than he needed to.
Brian Piccolo?
Oh,
That's a great movie, by the way.
Christian McCaffrey.
CMC. Yeah, he overthought it.
You ever thought it went back to Rigo?
I love Brian Piccolo.
I'm gonna get. I want to see if there's any Weezer songs that aren't joke songs.
But to Ish's point about he wants him to go younger anyway at linebacker.
I love his segues. Bill, your segues are amazing.
Well, no, I want to address his point.
Like half a second after the Weezer comment, you go into
Because
it's hysterical to me. Go ahead.
because they tried this last year. They go into the season and they anoint Nakobe Dean as the starting linebacker. He ends up playing 182 snaps, gets hurt, wasn't playing that well anyway, and then they were trying to piecemeal the position the rest of the way, and they had to make or pick up Shaq Leonard, who clearly had lost his step. They go out this offseason, and the big signing is Devin White, and now how he's getting rid of him? I'm lost by this. I am very upset. If this linebacker position comes back to haunt this team, what happens? I mean, clearly Roseman's not losing his job. He shouldn't. He's been a great general manager. But are they ever going to change this mentality about how they address the linebacker position? Because they still shouldn't have let T.J. Edwards walk 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just, as I sit here today, we're supposed to be getting excited for Friday night, and now we get this news dropped on us that, yeah, our big linebacker free agent acquisition, we were trying to trade him before the cutdown.
Don't worry, Zach Cunningham's still out there.
He's probably... I'm surprised he hasn't been brought back yet.
Ooh, wee, ooh,
I look just like Buddy Holly. You a Buddy Holly fan?
Oh, and you're Mary Tyler Moore.
And remember they were dressed like
what they say.
Happy Days?
I'm gonna give you a joke Weezer lyric.
And let me see if I can guess it.
Every day. No, every
hour?
Every segment.